do do do. Hello everybody, welcome back to more Agatha Christie's The ABC Murders. Dun dun. Okay, what are we doing? Scotland Yard. I thought I did that already.
Hello, chap. We received a new letter from ABC in the 10 o'clock post.
Where and when?
In Cheston. Today.
Today? I'll inform the population immediately.
I'll check the train times. Call me back.
Prepare to leave for Churston. Oh, hello.
Hastings, what you are doing is an absolute disaster. That is no way to pack suitcases.
Heavens, we must hurry. We have to get to Churston before the murder.
You're right, Hastings. It is an emergency.
At last, Poirot, you're being reasonable. Poirot, you were right.
Right about what?
I've just consulted the ABC guide. There's no hurry. The next train doesn't leave till 11:45.
You see, there is no need to hurry.
Well,
We will not be in Churston until tomorrow morning. After the murder.
But why has the murderer warned us so late? It's not what he usually does. Did he do it on purpose?
yes.
Very good question, Hastings. We should also compare the letter we have just received with the other two. Although I have very little doubt about what we will find.
Do do do. Hastings hunting.
Hastings' photo album. He is very proud of his bag.
Cool.
We've missed the 6:45 train, but we have plenty of time to catch the night train.
Compare the new letter. What up, Hastings?
Hastings, it would appear that you are getting slightly thin on top.
Really? I hadn't noticed.
Is that good? Or is he talking about his hair?
It is not a...
Oops. Where are the letters? Over here? Hastings, I cannot find the letters. Help me, Hastings.
It is not a good...
One.
I lock my revolver in this drawer. I've not used it in a very long time.
Why is this game so picky? Just leave it on the floor. Okay.
Miss Hastings tore the envelope.
You fool. Okay, now go to the desk.
Right, Let us compare this new letter with the second one.
Okay. Now I know what I'm looking for.
Let us examine this more closely.
Well, obviously this I.
Certain characters in the two letters may have similar defects.
The I.
Yes. Yes. The I characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
So good at these little criminal matters as you thought yourself, are you? Rather past your prime, perhaps. Let us see if you can do any better this time. This time's the easy one. Tristan on the 30th. Do try and do something about it. This all looks kind of weird.
Let us examine the...
Probably not.
I don't see anything.
Okay. Maybe something about this W again.
The W is not printed properly.
Maybe this one?
Of course, the W characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I
Alright.
have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
The punctuation marks? Oh, so this R?
Let us examine
No, not that one.
Let us examine the character.
Probably not, you didn't talk about it. Maybe this F?
Let us examine the character.
No. And it's not.
Let us examine the characters.
Punctuation marks? Okay, what looks weird? This?
Let us examine the character.
No, probably not.
Let us examine the...
Okay, nothing in particular standing out. This is spelled wrong?
I don't see anything in particular. Let us look at another.
It's spelled wrong, that's what's wrong with it. Everything's starting to blur together. This H?
Let us examine the characters in.
Maybe not. Get out of here.
I don't see anything.
Get. I don't want these items. Hastings, help me out here. This H?
Let us examine the character.
Okay, help.
Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual.
The A where? In Andover? But... I don't...
No, this character does not appear to have any. That's right. The A characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. My theory was right. These two letters were written with the same typewriter. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Why does the murderer want her so late? Maybe. That arrived late because I have an error.
The letter should have arrived in time. The postmark shows that it was sent 3 days ago. However, our man made a mistake in the address, which explains the delay. All the same, the post office took their time correcting the error.
Come on, Poirot. Your address is not quite as well known as that of Scotland Yard.
Move.
Poirot, the telephone. It must be Jap.
Wait.
Mon ami, it is a pleasure to be working with you again. I have missed you these past few years.
Okay, bye.
I have some news from Churchton. Bad news, I'm afraid. Sir Carmichael Clark was murdered while out on his evening walk.
Uh-oh.
Sir Carmichael Clark. The name is familiar to me.
He was a famous throat specialist, one of the best in London. A wealthy man, he retired to Combside, a beautiful house by the sea. He collected antiques.
Are you going there?
Yes, let's meet on the train.
Is it not weird to anyone else that my name starts with an A? I'm gonna live in a town that also starts with the letter A. Ooh. He did.
The victim is called Sir Carmichael Clark, one of the best throat specialists in London. The body was still warm when we found it.
Gross.
If we'd been warned earlier, we definitely could have saved him.
It appears that the murderer made a mistake when he wrote his letter.
A mistake? Lucky for him.
And what if he did it on purpose?
No. He's defined his madcap rules and he's sticking to them. It's a matter of pride for him. Shall we go up to the house, Poirot?
You go, my friends. I will come soon.
I'm going to interrogate the seagull.
This place is very calming.
Rabbit hole. Picturesque rock. Wildflowers.
The site is exceptional. It is easy to imagine that Sir Carmichael used to enjoy stopping here every evening. The body is just in front of a bush. One of the only bushes in the surrounding area.
Eddie,
Jab has emptied the victim's pockets and has laid out their contents on this piece of wax cloth. It is pointless.
I don't know about that.
An oriental dragon. It's an old piece, much older than the pocket watch on which it was fastened.
Interesting. Money.
Nothing appears to be missing from this wallet. A signet ring, very probably with the Clark family's coat of arms.
Anything? Well, geez, he got shot in the head or something.
Apart from the wound to the throat, the body is untouched. No cuts, no bruises. An ABC guide. The murderer's customary signature, covered in blood this time.
The murderer's like, "Hey, sir, I want you to read this book." Oh, okay.
Sir Carmichael's throat was cut. It's a clean incision, a professional murder. The gravel on the path has been sprayed with blood that covers a conical-shaped area, which starts at the body and becomes wider as it moves further from the bush.
Well,
The vegetation behind the bush has been trampled. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
what was Sir Carmichael's position when he was killed? By the bush. Bush. Hello. Had his back to the bush.
Sir Carmichael had his back to the bush when the killer cut the throat from behind. A fatal blow that sprayed blood over a range of more than 1 meter. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
I'm doing good. Let's see. Did Sir Carmichael see his murderer? No. 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 And died without seeing who struck him.
Have you finished, Poirot?
Chief Inspector, many questions remain unanswered, but I am certain of one thing. The killer has prepared his crime very carefully.
Quite right. He must have known Sir Carmichael's movements well to plan such an attack.
The murderer struck with terrible savagery.
Yes, blood flowed. It's the first time he's attacked a man. He armed
Very
himself
cutthroat,
accordingly.
you could
Have you
say.
spoken to the victim's family, Chief Inspector?
I've spoken to the brother, Franklin Clark. I didn't get much out of him. He's yours. I must get the body removed.
Alright. So...
I had better go up to campsite.
Alright. This way? Nope. This way? No. More seagulls. What's this?
To be honest, this inspector seems rather friend Poirot to catch my brother's murderer. Ah, here he is now.
Hello.
Please, Mr. Poirot.
The
Mr.
what?
Poirot, this is my brother's secretary, Miss Thora Gray.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Poirot. Would you like some tea?
No thank you, mademoiselle. I find it hard to digest.
That sounds interesting. Maybe I'll check it out sometime. Let's see. Do.
It is not the right time.
Okay,
It is not.
okay,
It is not.
okay.
Hastings does not like very hot tea. He's going to blow on his cup for a good while before drinking. There is something very viril about him.
The aggressive stirring. Da, 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 da. What are we zooming in on? Well-fastened necktie.
There is something very viril about him.
Broad shoulders. Tanned complexion.
Franklin Clark is an adventurer, the sort of man that women like. There is something elegant about her.
This dragon thing. Old brooch. Brooch. Understated makeup. Well-tailored, very classical style blouse.
She has good taste, except perhaps in her choice of jewelry.
Please excuse me, I have to take care of Lady Clark.
She did it. She's escaping. Go after her.
It is not the right. It is.
What do you... What?
Hastings does not.
Ba, 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 ba.
It is a once in a life.
Ba, 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 ba.
My brother's wife is gravely ill. You will probably want to question her, but I fear that it won't be possible today.
Yeah, this game's kinda... picky.
I insist, Mr. Clark. Please allow me to remind you that this is a murder inquiry.
Unfortunately, she is much too ill. She doesn't even know her husband is dead. I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid it's out of the question.
Of course, I understand. Someone set a trap for your brother. Who was familiar with his habits?
Everybody knew he took his evening walk at 8:30, and that he always followed the same path.
Mm-hmm. Was it a dark night?
Was it a dark night?
It was a new moon. I took a lantern.
So it was you who found the body?
Yes,
You did it.
Along with the gardener.
The gardener did
Have you
it.
seen any strangers around the house recently?
No. As far as I know, nobody has been near the house.
Miss Clark.
Oh, Lady Clark must have fallen from her chair.
Oh no.
I have to help Miss Grey get her up.
Did she fall or was she pushed?
Hastings, while our host is gone, let's examine the drawing room.
But, Poirot, a gentleman shouldn't...
I take full responsibility. All you have to do is to leave the drawing room door ajar and let me know if anyone is coming.
Be my lookout, Hastings. I shall check out the jewelry.
There are some very valuable objects here.
Or
There
not.
are some...
Okay. Some horse. Whee!
Compass, point to the south. Bronze and magnetite, Han Dynasty, circa 210 BC, purchased in Hong Kong 1935.
Pointing to the south.
A turtle.
A turtle. A teapot.
Dragon, dragon, dragon. Sir Carmichael showed himself to be very consistent in his collection's theme.
A flower.
It is an emperor. His place at the center of the table is probably symbolic.
Cookies.
A dragon.
Yeah.
A crane?
What's this one?
A tiger.
Interesting. So, maybe zodiac related, but I don't know the Chinese zodiac that well.
Comside's private collection. Purchases since 1920. The catalogue for Sir Carmichael Clark's collection.
Uh-oh. Hopefully you got it to work. I'll try not to
I'm
make
not
that
going to leave
mistake.
now.
I'm not going to leave. This weird bookcase.
Turtle, dragon, the crane, and the tiger. I think
that's
I've
good.
already seen this motif somewhere.
Okay. Turtle. Maybe. Okay, no, it makes noises everywhere. I'll get back to that.
The cardinal points. This book could maybe help me. Each cardinal point is associated with one animal and one color. In the middle sits the imperial dragon, and out of respect, All the others are turned towards him.
Towards him. Okay. I think that's toward. I think. Conrad, I like him and kinda don't like him at the same time. Red.
Each cardinal point is associated.
Okay. What the heck? Oh, weird. Okay, blue. Black. Red, white. Yeah. Whoa. Now, who has what color?
The position of each motif is correct, but
Okay.
they are not turned the same way as on the table.
Okay, hold on. Okay, the colors are correct. I think that's what he said. Whoops.
The position of each motif is correct, but they are not turned the same.
Okay. Whoops.
The position of each motif.
Shut up. Where is the start of the turtle? Oops.
The position of each motif is correct.
Maybe I changed the colors. Hold on.
It is blocked. It is blocked.
Oops. Can I leave? Go look at the table again? Run. Why did it move? Maybe I Let me move them, whoops, back to where they go.
Position of each motif resembles that of those on the table.
Okay. Now, the colors. I don't think so. Maybe I just try doing what I did before, I guess. Red, blue, black, and white.
Position of each motif.
Okay. None of these look like that green color. I'm so confused. If I was supposed to remember, like, oh, okay. Help. Okay, red and black. Are you thinking? I don't know anything about the
Position
next
of each
game.
motif resembles. It is blocked.
Help me out.
Each cardinal point is associated with one animal and one color. In the middle sits the imperial dragon, and out of respect, all the others are turned towards him. The position of each motif resembles that of those on the table.
Yeah, it sounds interesting. I like those like possession stories. Okay, for real, what? Get me out of here.
Position of each motif.
Okay, so
Position
they
of
have to
each
go there.
Position of each
Okay,
motif.
blah, blah, blah. What am I missing here? I wish they would let me out so I can start over.
It is blocked.
And none of these books help? Anything? So,
It is blocked.
shut up. I don't know what colors go where. And this thing keeps resetting itself.
Position of each motif.
Black. Ooh.
Position of each motif.
Okay. My god, hurry up. I want another clue, please. Maybe if I just keep mixing them around randomly, it'll solve itself. Let's see, there was a peach color. But that means nothing. Okay. Do I have to, like, turn them better? Red, black. Where does the turtle go? Maybe these circles?
I think I heard a bang. Could it be this cupboard?
Finally, Jesus.
This is interesting. These daggers are only ceremonial weapons. I do not think that the crime weapon is here.
Or is it?
Ernest Logan, MD, Brighton Cancer Institute, 201 Dusk Road, Brighton, Sussex. To Sir Carmichael Clark, MD, Comsite Churchton, Devon. Brighton, 1935, January the 5th. As a man of science, I owe it to you to be completely frank. Lady Clark, your wife is suffering from a generalized terminal cancer. I confess I didn't suspect anything like that during the first exams.
Wait, what?
But with the test results I
Lesbians?
have received today, there is unfortunately no place for doubt. I estimate that Lady Clark's life expectancy is no more than 1 year. Hospitalization would not help in her case, so I advise you to keep her at home and provide her with as much morphine as required to ease her last moments. Yours sincerely, Ernest Logan.
Here's Miss Gray.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Lady Clark's condition requires regular care. I believe you want to ask me a few questions.
Indeed, mademoiselle.
Maybe it was
This
like
porcelain is
saying
remarkable.
Lady Clark,
Is it old?
your wife.
It's about 3 centuries old, I believe. Wait, let me find the reference.
I knew that Hastings had a weak spot for young women with auburn hair, but I can see that he is also sensitive to Scandinavian blonde hair. It is not.
Ba ba ba.
She appears to be very flustered.
Looks like she might have been crying. Bright eyes. Partially removed lipstick. Quick breath.
She's unable to hide her emotion, and her makeup has been disturbed. I think that this young woman has just been kissed.
Here? Teapot with black dragon, Gangshi period, end of the 17th century. It is a rare piece with unusual colors.
You have a good knowledge of art history.
Acquired while working with Sir Carmichael. I used to help him manage his collection and choose his new acquisitions.
And sometimes, he used to give you a piece as a gift. Is that right?
Gift? What do you mean?
Brooch.
I am referring to your brooch.
This
Brooch.
old brooch?
Mademoiselle, you know perfectly well. I am talking about the magnificent brooch you were wearing earlier.
Yes, you're right. Sir Carmichael did give it to me. He valued my work. How could I refuse? He would have been offended.
Why are you not wearing it?
Why have you taken it off?
I don't understand, Mr. Poirot.
Have you seen any strangers hanging around in the past few days?
No. Nobody has been near Comside.
Tell me what happened last night.
After dinner? Well, I did some sewing and then I went to bed. I was woken by the telephone at 11. I heard Franklin Clark speaking with the gardener. They left with some lanterns and they found the body.
What are your feelings about Franklin Clark?
What an odd question. Of course I think he's a good man. He's energetic, nice, very sociable.
Miss Gray, if I may be so bold, please do not take offense. My friend has rather unusual methods, but all he wants is to find the murderer.
Yes, I understand. I must rest. Please excuse me.
I don't think I did anything particularly
Earlier, you
strange.
asked me to watch the living room door for you. I don't wish to be indiscreet, but sometimes a gentleman stumbles upon a secret without intending to.
That is sometimes the case.
And I saw Franklin Clark kissing Miss Gray at the foot of the stairs.
Do you think this is a common occurrence?
No, I saw emotion, intensity. I think it was their first kiss.
Well done, mon ami. Well spotted.
However, I don't think I completely understand this business. Why did Sir Carmichael not defend himself? He appeared to have been active and strong.
The murderer did not give him a chance. Let us try and reconstruct the scene. Sir Clark is taking his customary walk. Our killer is hiding behind a bush.
Wait.
The old man walks quietly along the gravel path.
Admire.
Then he turns towards the sea to gaze at it.
Oh, I see. Attack from the left.
The killer leaves his hiding place on the left-hand side. He walks over the gravel on the path. The noise alerts Sir Clark, who turns around.
No, Sir Clark was attacked by surprise. He could not see his assailant. Let us
Whoops.
think again, mon cher. Sir Clark is taking his customary walk. Our killer is hiding behind a bush.
Wait.
The old man walks quietly along the gravel path.
Admire, I guess.
Then he turns towards the sea to gaze at it.
And then attack from the right.
The killer leaves his hiding place on the right-hand side. He approaches silently over the grass.
Cutthroat.
Then he throws himself on his prey and cuts the poor man's throat. He then lays down the ABC before leaving. Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
He did it.
Oh, just a minute. I'm getting dressed.
Lies. I see. His name initials are ABC.
Mr. Kirst, have you recently returned from Churston?
Yes. Indeed I have.
Have you seen the papers? And to think that you might have rubbed shoulders with the killer. Imagine that. Mr. Kirst, are you all right? You don't seem well.
Lady, you're gonna die.
My apologies. My throat is burning and my head feels heavy. It's ever since the war, you know. Since my injury, my head has never been the same.
Poirot, it's a pleasure to be with you again after all these years. I looked for a gift to thank you, and I found this propelling pencil.
An
Awesome.
authentic collector's item. You spoil me, mon ami.
And you more so by sharing investigations.
Do not underestimate the help you are to me, as things intellect is not everything. There is also goodwill, and you are not short of that. Later, I will ask you to help me tidy up the room and bring some chairs. Our guest will be here soon.
Ah, is Thora Grey coming?
Naturally. She is a fascinating young woman, n'est-ce pas?
Oh, come on, Poirot. I'm a married man. And Miss Grey has already been courted by Franklin Clark. Poirot, our guests will be here soon. We must prepare ourselves.
I should take advantage of the silence to examine them.
Got a modified object. Okay, we got a spring. He looks dead.
Donald is always on edge.
Shaving cut. Dark circles.
Leave me alone.
Wait, I'm not done. Tense hands.
Donald Fraser is very nervous at the moment, even if he's trying hard to control himself. She appears to have taken more care with her appearance than the last time.
Earring. Looking at Donald. Necklace.
She's looking at Mr. Fraser out of the corner of her eye. Did she make herself beautiful for him?
I don't know if that's the corner of her eye, but okay. She's like full on staring at it.
I should take advantage of the silence to examine them. Sometimes I love a brunette, sometimes I love a blonde. That's what the song says. Sometimes...
Okay.
The song says, sometimes I love a blonde who comes from Eden by way of Sweden. But I am not sure that this blonde is an angel. I should take it.
So...
Franklin Clark always seems at ease, regardless of where he is. Something that's unique to people who travel. Franklin Clark... I ought to concentrate on... I wish to thank you all for coming. I wanted to bring everyone close to the victims here in order to unmask the murderer.
Get to the point, Mr. Poirot. What do you want from us?
Megan, dear girl, please be patient.
Mr. Poirot, how dare you address me by my first name?
How dare you?
Please excuse me, mademoiselle. What I ask is that you search your memories. The murderer must have left some trace.
Yes, he must have prepared his crimes very carefully.
Tout à fait. He did not get to Bexhill at midnight in order to strangle a young girl whose name, by chance, starts with P.
Must we go into that?
He's...
No, of course. Not if it makes you uncomfortable.
Come on, Mr. Poirot. I imagine we all feel terribly uncomfortable about these murders.
It's true. We've to catch the killer, not be spared the gory details.
Mr. Fraser, please get a grip on yourself.
Well, I want to help you, but I don't remember anything else. Nothing I haven't already said.
And you, Mademoiselle Barnard? Did your sister say if she was seeing another man?
She never would have told me.
Why would she hide the fact from you?
Betty knew I didn't approve of her behavior. Her flirting was spoiling any chance she might have had.
Tell me, mademoiselle, what did you talk about with your sister?
Silly things. Her new dress. She wanted a pair of black stockings to go with it. Mother bought her a brand new pair. The day it happened, she was crying. And to think that Betty never even wore them. Poor Mummy.
Your sister used to sing, I believe. Did she ever perform in public?
She dreamt about it, but she had a very bad cough. It troubled her greatly. She had to cancel auditions and miss lots of opportunities. A pity.
Yes, she sang well, but that doesn't tell us much about the murderer.
Qui sait? In any case, we now have enough information to draw up a relatively precise psychological profile. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Is the killer clever? No. No. Okay. Clever. Killer sure of himself. Self-confident. Seducer. Trains. Impulsive. Cold. Generous.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we can now surmise without too much risk of error that our adversary is calculative, sure of himself, a seducer, of outstanding intelligence, that he has plenty of self-control, and that he likes railways. It's a good start. Other meetings may be necessary. I hope that you will be able to come back again.
Well, it's just that...
Is something bothering you, Mary?
Well, Mr. Poirot, you see... I don't know if I can come to London just like that.
Why not?
It's normal that people helping with this inquiry should be reimbursed. Starting with you, Miss Trower. Please allow me to pay for your train tickets.
Oh, sir, I cannot accept.
But you must. Mademoiselle, I may not be rich, but my brother left a fortune which will be mine.
Mr. Clark, that's very generous of you.
Well, someone has to foot the bill. Mr. Poirot, would it be possible for you to come back to Devon? Lady Clark has expressed a wish to see you. We'll adjust her medicine so she'll not be too drowsy.
But of course, I shall come the day after tomorrow if it is convenient. Thank you all for coming. We will meet again soon. The meeting was most fruitful.
Really?
Hastings, I believe now we have everything we need to find a common point between the victims. Now it is time for us to use our grey matter. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
What do the victims have in common? Medicine? Medicine? All the victims suffered from throat afflictions.
The first two victims suffered from bad throat, and that was precisely the specialty of the third victim, Dr. Clark.
We have a lead.
It would pay to take a closer look at the medical records of Dr. Clark's patients.
We'll do so during our next visit to Churston.
I will do it myself, mon ami. You must remain in London just in case ABC sends us another letter.
Very well, as you wish. Thank you for coming, Mr. Poirot. Lady Clark is waiting for you in her bedroom on the first floor. Please excuse me, I cannot stay for the interview. I have to take Miss Grey to the station to see our lawyer in Torquay.
Are you going on holiday, mademoiselle?
Not exactly, Mr. Poirot.
Miss Grey very kindly stayed with me to settle my brother's affairs. But naturally, she prefers to find a position in London.
Ah, très bien.
I'll be absent all morning, Mr. Poirot, but the nurse is coming soon. She's to ensure that the dose of medicine doesn't make our patient drowsy.
Thank you, Mr. Clark. Have a nice trip, mademoiselle.
Okay, bye.
It is not the right time. It's closed.
It's closed.
It would be rude to make Lady Clark wait any longer.
So, go upstairs. But first, gotta check myself out. Yep.
It would be rude.
Okay, just go upstairs then.
It would be rude.
Okay. She's kind of having a seizure.
This poor woman is very ill.
Painkillers. Clenched fists. Dazed eyes.
This woman is suffering. She is in no state to have a conversation.
Mr. Poirot?
My respects, madame.
Thank you for coming. Thank you. Have you seen the nurse? She should have been here by now. Oh, I'm sorry.
The telephone in the hall is ringing.
Can I look at this stuff first? Okay.
It's closed.
Well, dang.
Lady Clark is in pain. I have to give her an injection of morphine to ease her suffering. Lady Clark is in pain.
Is this...
Lady Clark. Lady Clark.
Do I have to answer the phone? Hello?
The Clark residence. Detective Hercule Poirot speaking.
How do you do, Mr. Poirot? I'm Lady Clark's nurse. I wanted to let you know that I won't be able to come for her injection today. Might Miss Grey be able to do it?
She has just left, but I will take care of it.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. You'll find the skeleton key to open the medicine cabinet hidden in the lion trophy.
You can count on me. Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Oh, thank you kindly. Goodbye, Mr. Poirot.
You didn't poison it, did you? Rawr.
Here is the skeleton key. April 1925, Aceh Province, Sumatra.
Okay.
It is now the right...
Alright. Just give her her medicine. Hopefully that doesn't kill her. Da, 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 da. Use the key.
Ah, Mr. Poirot. Oh, I feel better now. Thank you for your help.
Madame, you are tired, so I will get straight to the point. What can you tell me about this business?
What business, Mr. Poirot?
No doubt. You wish to talk to me about what happened to your husband?
Ah, yes. Oh, poor Carmichael. Has the madman who killed him been caught?
Not yet, chère madame. There was a great many people in Cheston on the day of the murder.
Indeed. People go straight to the beach. They don't come near Coomside.
So, there were no strangers around the house that day?
Who said that?
The people who live here. Your brother-in-law, Miss Grey.
Miss Grey? Oh, I don't like her. Franklin wanted her to stay, but I insisted she should go. Immediately.
You are entitled to do so, naturally.
I'm pleased that you approve. The others have been taken in by her. But at least you can see through that self-pity act. See what she's up to. Oh.
Okay.
This subject would probably be useful to me.
Let's comb.
She's sleeping. I must find a way to wake her up gently. This subject would probably be useful to me.
Silver comb. Do 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 do. Do 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 do
The
do.
mechanism appears to be broken.
Use this?
The mechanism appears...
No. Hello?
The mechanism appears... The mechanism appears...
There's comb. Yeah, here it is.
This subject would probably be useful to me.
Okay. Now let's put these in. Maybe I'm supposed to put it in a certain order, but,
The other combs are preventing me from positioning this one.
One, two, three.
This
Now,
part appears to be working. This spring appears to be broken.
put the spring.
I hope that Hastings will not be cross with me. This part appears to be working.
Oops. I guess just wind it up. If I can. Do 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 do.
Oh, what are we talking about? Ah, yes. Thora Grey. Oh, Carmichael had great esteem for her. But for me, she was nothing but a hypocrite.
You're probably right, madame.
You have seen through her. I'm so pleased that I've convinced you.
Well, I appear to have been wrong about Thora Grey.
So you all agree. How nice it is to be all of the same mind.
Franklin really idealized Miss Gray.
Absolutely. It's so good to see that you all agree with me.
Miss Gray did look after you very well, though.
Outwardly. But she's hiding something. I think she tried to poison me.
Miss Gray? A poisoner? But everybody appears to like her.
It proves she knows what she's doing. She's manipulative and she's a liar.
A liar?
Let's see, didn't she say that on the day of the crime nobody was around Coomside?
That is correct.
Well, at 11 o'clock I saw her talking to someone.
Really? And what was this man like?
An ordinary sort of man with a very plain face. Oh, I don't remember well.
Was he a gentleman?
No, he was not a gentleman.
It would be best to leave her to sleep now.
Thank you, Miss Clark.
The telephone in the hall is ringing.
Is that it for this room?
I've finished. This couple appears to be having fun.
Fun game of croquet. Lady Clark radiant. Lady Clark and Sir Carmichael.
Lady Clark and Sir Carmichael were very happy, but they did not have any children.
Anything else?
I've finished with it.
Okay, guess I'll go.
Hello?
Poirot, is that you? Hastings here.
Thank you for calling. Have you received a new letter from the murderer?
No, thank goodness. How are things in Churston?
I questioned Lady Clark, but I will not leave until I have examined everything of interest to me here. Fortunately, Franklin is absent, and I have a skeleton key.
Have you seen Thora Grey again?
Briefly. But rest assured, I intend to summon her to London soon.
She's a fascinating girl.
But secretive. I would like to ask her a few questions.
Poirot, she wouldn't hurt a fly.
Lies.
Each to his own, my friend. Yours are pretty orphans, mine old ladies that have the maladies.
Poirot, are you mocking me?
Yes.
No ill intended, rest assured. À bientôt, mon ami. How am I going to open this trunk? Let us examine it.
Need some kind of code.
That does not appear to be...
Um, 1927? I guess. 1927. 19. Seven.
Leaving the code on the trunk. What a strange character Franklin is.
Now what are these? 31. Seven. 28. 5. 20. What are these numbers? Something to do with the clock. Let's see.
So, what is this sound?
That did something.
I should be able to open the trunk now. There we are.
Alcohol.
Whiskey and other good quality drinks. Mr. Clark really has refined tastes.
Nothing. Nothing. What the heck is this?
Why has Franklin put an Allen key inside his trunk? I'll borrow it for a minute. Whiskey and other good quality drinks.
Okay, not important.
A pile of books, including one about dragons. Nothing interesting. A pile of books.
Okay.
An Allen key. It can be used in 5 positions. An Allen key.
I don't know if I can open any of these. Something about this is important.
An Allen key.
What do I do?
An Allen key. This drawer has nothing more to offer me.
And what about these empty ones? Am I missing something here? Okay, where can I use this weird key thing? Okay, here we go. Triangle.
An Allen key. It can be used in...
Okay. First one.
Another screw. This engraving is not very easy to understand. I need to sort it out.
Oh boy.
It is blocked.
Okay, let's start from the middle. I guess work from the outside in. So brown goes somewhere over there.
It is blocked. Franklin must
There we
really
go.
love his country to have an engraving in his trunk. I think I heard the panel above release. A signet ring? A signet ring with a code written on it. 1587. It may be useful to me.
1587.
Miss Thorogray, Comside, Chuston, Devon. Arsenic trioxide thallium. The Black Dragon's Curse. To Franklin, who will never grow up. January 25, 1928. Car Charlotte.
Is there a safe or something?
Comside's private collection. Purchases since 1920. The catalogue for Sir Carmichael Clark's collection. Sir Carmichael's collection could rival that of a major museum. The door is locked. I see some papers that were not there the first time I visited. Valuers report property. Building land located in Comside, Churston client, Sir Carmichael Clark, April 15, 1935, Court and Brunskill office. Court and Brunskill. The name is familiar. Is that not the name of the firm Donald Fraser works for? These daggers are only ceremonial weapons. I do not think that the crime weapon is here. Ernest Logan, MD, Brighton Cancer Institute, 201 Dusk Road, Brighton, Sussex. To Sir Carmichael Clark, MD, Comside, Churston, Devon. Brighton, 1935, January the 5th. As a man of science, I owe it to you to be completely frank. Lady Clark, your wife is suffering from a generalized terminal cancer. I confess I didn't suspect anything like that during the first exams. But with the test results I have received today, there is unfortunately no place for doubt. I estimate that Lady Clark's life expectancy is no more than 1 year. Hospitalization would not help in her case, so I advise you to keep her at home and provide her with as much morphine as required to ease her last moments. Yours sincerely, Ernest Logan. Order and method above all. Let us finish examining the mansion while no one is around.
Okay.
There are some very valuable objects here. A dark dragon for a bright-haired maid. See.
Blood.
already seen similar daggers. Attention, Franklin. Task list. A. Ordering Lady Clark remedies. Done. B. Tidying up real estate property files. Done. C. Calling the lawyer about inventory. Done. D. Update the tenant farmer list. Done. E. Update land rent accounting. Done. F. Ordering a restock of arsenic. Done. P.S. I have left on the living room table some of my things I don't want to keep. The locket and the dagger. I am sure you know why. Thora. Compass, point to the south. Bronze and magnetite, Han Dynasty, circa 210 BC, purchased in Hong Kong 1935.
Let me go back here.
Four Chinese symbols are engraved on this padlock.
I can't read Chinese.
I won't manage to do it randomly. Should I look at the rest of the facade, maybe? It's only a hinge.
Okay.
Well, well. The characters engraved on this disc resemble those engraved on the padlock.
Okay. What does it mean?
The position of this character looks right to me.
I guess it's the order.
Like this character appears to be the right way round.
Okay.
The position of this character looks right to me. That's it. This character appears to be the right way round.
Okay.
Very good. All the circles are facing the right way. What are they showing me?
First is that. Then.
No, it's not the right code.
Then that. The last one is that, I think. Okay.
At last, the cupboard is open. Genteel and wild. English countryside revisited. The Railway Children, E. Nesbit. For Franklin, Und Heffis Christmas, 1910. Traveling in China, a practical guide for English travelers. Helmet, flask, and rifles. Franklin is very well equipped. Alaska.
Okay.
I think that signet ring should be placed here. The plates around the picture appear to have unlocked. I think I've already seen these symbols on Franklin's trophies. Brazil. Alaska.
Alaska, Brazil.
Australia.
Australia.
Sumatra. South Africa. Sumatra. Sumatra. The New Siberia Archipelago.
Okay, I can't leave. I'm just gonna... Whatever makes a noise, I'll keep it.
The Alaskan Kodiak bear.
Okay.
The lion of Sumatra.
Okay.
The African kudu. I heard the sound of a mechanism. Strange way of protecting one's safe. Triangulating one's hunting sites on a map.
$15.87, I think.
These documents are very likely going to help me for the rest of the inquiry. A dozen gold sovereigns. Some shares for the Southern Railway and some treasury bills. This is not worth much. Hardly enough to justify your robbery. Eton College School year, 1912-1913. Franklin Clark. School report for Franklin Clark. According to his teachers, Franklin was a good student, but lacked discipline. Sir Carmichael Clark, Campsite Churston, Devon.
That's a lot of C's.
Mr. Franklin Clark, Peninsula Hotel, Salisbury Road, Tsim Sha Tsui, Kowloon, Hong Kong. Comside, 1935, January the 12th. Dear Franklin, first, I wish you a good start to a successful new year. I have received your letter dated December 10th. Thanks for defending my interest against Wang, this robber. Things could have got pretty bad if you weren't a real cold-blooded guy. I envy you for that. Things go on here much as usual. Charlotte is moderately free from pain. I wish one could say more. You may remember Thora Gray. She is a dear girl, and a greater comfort to me that I can tell you. I should not have known what to do through this bad time but for her. She has an exquisite taste and shares my passion for Chinese art. No daughter could be a closer or more sympathetic companion. Life has been difficult, but I am glad to feel that here she has a home and true affection. You wrote me you want to stay in China for 1 more year or even longer. I don't object. The longer you stay, the more opportunities you will have to increase our collection. Nonetheless, you should know that we miss you here, and that Charlotte will be gone by the time you come back. I am, dear Franklin, your truly affectionate brother.
A long letter.
Charlotte Clark, Comside, Churston, Devon, to Mr. Franklin Clark, Peninsula Hotel, Salisbury Road, Chim Sha Tsui, Kowloon, Hong Kong, Comside, 1935, January 1st. I wish you with all my heart a happy year 1935. Writing my greeting cards, I have affectionate thoughts for you. Always smiling as a child, sailing to distant countries and bringing back to us trunks full of wonder. At home, everything annoys me, starting with this young Thora Sir Carmichael is so fond of. I have nobody to share my feelings with, so I write to you. How can I tell you what happens to me? The simplest way the better. I am doomed. I still have 1 year to live, no more. How do I know? I opened the secret drawer of Carmichael and read a letter not addressed to me. In this letter, Dr. Logan tells my husband in the most direct way the truth he conceals from me. Sir, I know, but my husband doesn't know I know. Please don't tell him. And if he shares the truth with you, act as you are surprised. Carl will probably speak in his usual convoluted way, but I wanted to be the first to announce it to you. It does matter to me that you are aware of what happens in Comside. Warm regards, Charlotte.
These letters are so long. Bear.
July 1920, Alaska Peninsula.
Dear.
February 1922, South Africa. Franklin appears to be very active.
Caliber rifle. Tennis racket. Collection.
Franklin Clark appears to be a typical British gentleman. A good sportsman, a hunter, a traveler.
I guess that's everything. Anything I missed?
I am not going to leave campsite now.
Okay, is there more upstairs?
Best to leave.
Okay.
Campsite's private collection, purchases since 1920. The catalogue for Sir Carmichael Clark's collection. Sir Carmichael's collection.
Blah, blah, blah.
The door is locked.
Can I... Okay.
This unit contains the medical records for Sir Carmichael Clark's patients. Let us study them closely and see if there are any familiar names. No deaths on the records from A to D. They've been handled recently. No known names. Disappointing. Lots of dust. The records from E to Z have not been touched for years. No known names. Disappointing. There are some very valuable.
Blah, blah.
Traditional Chinese map. Facsimile. South is on the top of the map.
Is that everything? I guess so.
Where is the horrible smell of carrion coming from?
I'm gonna end it here. Let me just make sure it saved all that.
Where is the horrible smell of carrion coming from?
Moved the same area, whatever. Anyway, thank you for watching and see you on the next one. Take care and bye.